Shriya K, Snega Sri, Stuti Verma, Tasha Teresa Jose, Section L, Abhinav Charles, Abhishek Suryaraj, Agmar Ashraf, Alan Rocha, Amin N. Abbas, Ani John, Anuj S. Pillai, Arun Chaudhary, Avran T. George, Benji Sabu Matthew, Cham Philip, Degala Yashwant, Ebin Thomas M, Gaurav Vidyarthi, Gundarapu Karthik Reddy, Hemant Karun Singh, Ishan Arora, Jaskaran Singh Madan, John David Sujit, Guhar Singh, K. Lunia, Karthikeyan M, Kaja Ajayas Kudukbuddin, Kush Bairolia, Manangad Singh Lamba, N. Narayana Krishna, Nikhil Joshi, Nishiket Kumar Singha, Nitish N, Pratik Kumar P, R. Sandeep Nambudri, Ranjit Shankar HR, S. Suhas, Shreyas P, Soumyadeep Ray, Sudarshan VG, Tinto Joseph, Vidhan Sangvi, Vishnu Santosh, Abhisa Behra, Aga Anushri, Anuja Das, Ashwini Pokla, Bocha Aparna, Devika Devaya, Hariprada R, Isha Singh, Jitin Anthony, Neenu Sunny, Nivedita Pallavi, Pragya, R. Rudra, Sahana Yellen Swami, Charanya S, Shruti BM, Sneha Stephen, Sumati B, Vinita Ann Verghese, Pallavi Vyas.
Section M, Abhinav Upadhyaya, Abhishek Vats, Ajay B, Alan Joseph Verghese, Ankit Singhal, Aravind S, आशीष कुमार झा, भरत अग्रवाल, क्षितिज गौर, देवानंद आर.एस., प्रदीप रेड्डी, जॉर्ज मैथ्यू, गुरप्रीत सिंह, हेमंत कुमावत, पृथ्वीराज, जसप्रीत सिंह सलूजा, जॉस तलियत जूनियर, जस्टिन जोस, के भरत, हितेश भार्गवा, एल रविकिरण, मयंक कौशिक, नायर निमेश, पद्मेश कुमार, प्रतीक मालपानी, राघवेंद्र, रूबेन जॉर्ज कुरियन, एस सौंदरराजन राजू, साई किशोर वेंपति, सात्विक कोटपल्ली, सौरव कुमार जैन, सुनील कुमार मुक्का, टॉम बेनी, विकास सिंह, उर्मी मनोज कुमार, अभिनया वी, अंगिता सेबेस्टियन, अपूर्वा, अश्विनी आर, Challagundla Charishna. Challagundla Charishna has secured first rank in marketing with CGPA 3.36. Dimple Somani, Hemalata A, Ishita Agarwal, Jisi Thomas, Kotla Vijay Lakshmi, M. Nishita, Meghna Sarkar, Muttamma KB, Neetu Balan, Niyati Verma, Prarthana Sharma, R. Shravani, Ruby Mary Thomas, Sakshi Thakur, Sirat, Shruti Talari, Shobha Sharat, Susan Francis, Unnam Venkata Pratyusha, Yadavalli Maitri Divya. Section N. Abhishek Chattopadhyaya, Abin Jose, Ajay Chowdhury, Alan Joshan, Anand Thomas, Ankur Jyoti K, Arijit De, Ashish Kumar Sahu, Azaruddin K.M., Anthony Raj M., Christo Paul, Fazil F., George V. Joseph, Harish Nama, Himanshu Chauhan, Jackson Paul, Jairam Shanai, Joseph Christopher O.A., K.H. Suhan, Kanish Kumar Sinha, Kaushik M., K. Shanmukh Sai Sujan, Lekkala Bharat, Nair Vipul Vasu, Nikhil Thomas, P. Deepak Manmohan, Pratik Purayar, Rahul Arora, Rickson Fernandez, Sachin S., Saifur Rahman, Shakti Prasad P., Sunny K. G., Vaibhav Raina, Vikil Kumar Singhal, Wasif Hamad, Aditi Varshni, Anisha Nair, Apurva, Balakhur Sneha, Devdyuti Basu, Divya Grover, Ishwarya K., Ishpreet Kaur Chandok, Kirtana Ravi, Mansi Chauhan, Michelle Wendy DeCosta, Nagakirtana Ravi Nori, Pallavi Bharua, Priya Pallavi, Ramya T. Roy, yes, Kiruba Devi, Sandeepa Das, Sheena Pailon, Shruti Kaushik, Sonali Mary Lewis, Swarachita, Utpalakshmi Umudi, Nikhil Nandakumar,
Section G is a joint academic program between Christ University and University of Applied Sciences, FHWS, Germany. Students will get 2 degrees, one PGDM, Postgraduate Diploma in Management from Christ University, and Masters in Business Administration in International Business from FHWS, Germany. Dr. Uwe Sponholz, Chief Guest, will give away the certificates for the MBA degree. Ajay Kumar Chowdhury, CM Gokul Das, Sharat MJ, Emil Joseph, Gautam J, Harikrishnan R, Harsh Gupta, Himanshu Sahni, Jobin Jose, Manav Sood, Paras Kumar, Razin Shahul, Renin Matthew, Rohit KR, Vinito Stephen Cherian, Abhirami Mohan, Abhirami has also secured first rank in postgraduate diploma in management with CGPA 3.33. Amita Rana has secured first rank in Masters of Business Administration with grade 1.88. Ayushi Gupta, Sharvari Joshi, Nidhi Sharma, Shivani Dhaka, Sharbani Das, Smita Dam, Yamini Acharya, Driptadi Chakraborty, Krishna Karthik Annam, Rahul Sarkar, Rishav Sunny, Anjali Rose Verghese, Chandana A, Nikita Habib, Nikita S.U., Pooja Khare, Sonika R, Shilpi Sinha, Quineet, Section V, it's a joint academic program between Christ University and Virginia Commonwealth University, Virginia, USA. Students will receive 2 degrees, Masters of Business Administration from Christ University and Masters of Science in Business from Virginia Commonwealth University, USA. Students have been graduated already from Virginia Commonwealth University and most of them are currently employed outside India. However, some of them are here today to receive their degrees. Rupam Goswami. Rupam Goswami also secured the first rank in Masters of Business Administration with CGPA 3.44. Srivatsan V, Mithun Matthew, Rahul Kothari.
I request the candidates of Master of Arts in Education and Bachelors of Education to receive their graduation certificates from the Chancellor according to their turn. Master of Arts in Education, Deepa Bernalin, Disha V. Kothari, F. Geraldine Majella, Ishita Gadipati, N. Shruti Shri, Bindu Jayalakshmi, Pinky Nankani, Pushpalina Murmu, S. Sneha. S. Sneha has secured first rank in Masters of Arts in Education with CGPA 3.20. Saloni Mary Chesney. G. Alakya Matangi. Sahana B. Jin Yong Song. Priyanka Lama. Bachelor of Education, Section A. Alvin D'Souza. Babu M.T. Shibush Jose. David James S. David Ronald Fernandez. Francis Jose. Madalai Muthu A. Praneeth Paul Wesley. Sijo Kurian. Vernon Noel Narona. A. Sandhya. Amala Rani J. Angel W. S. Anisha K. Joseph. Anthony Lizzie J. Anthony Kolandai Teresa M. Arogyama. Asha K. Bensi PV. Candice Lydia Fernandez. Chandra R. Iyer. Stacy Dikuna. Devjani Basu Muzumdar. Divya Naomi Alfred. Divya Raju. Georgina Ann Kurian. Jesse P. Thomas. Josmin Thomas. Mercy Angel YM. Mittu Koshi. Mouch Mary George. Nidhi Vinod Chowdhury. Priya M. Thomas. R. Revati. Ruchika Bajaj P. Shalini Pandey. Shaila Y. Sini M. Nazar. Sonali Singh. Suman Kuriakos. Suruchi Sinha. Tishya Ghosh. Manasa MP. Virginie R. Bachelor of Education, Section B. Alex Derrick. Anil PM. Bijo Joseph. George Kuti Abraham. Joseph Matthew. Paul Dinakaran M. Pradeep Avil Krasa. Ronak Belliappa MD. Anandi S. Anumol Thomas. B. Inia Saribat. Bensi PF. Bimla Jojo. Bindu Joyce Paul. Bornali Sinha. Deboshri Bhattacharya, Danya Joy, Ekta Surana, G. Sarojama, G. Sonia Sebastian, Anna Rachel S., Lobo Priscilla Ruge, M.B. Janita, Manisha Maria Pereira. Manisha Maria Pereira has secured first rank in Bachelor of Education with CGPA 3.95. Pinto Jaswin. Wait. Jacqueline Sophia. Mary George. Mary Shelley. Nimi Worki. Pinto Jaswin. Reshma Clement. Roslyn Mohapatra. Sangeeta Joseph. Sesi Shaji. Shiny Rajam Y. Shreya Rose Joy. Shreyashri Banerjee. Shruti Maria Abraham. Shubhangini Mahadev Belgi. Shweta Menon. Snehalata. Solanki Sheila Ramachandra. Swapna. Shweta Kumari. Nagapriya Darshini. Tanushri Ganguly. Vandana JS. Jomon TA. Gaurav Omen.
I request all the candidates admitted to the various degrees to kindly stand up. I request the Honorable Chancellor to confer admission of degrees.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as the Chancellor of Christ University, I hereby admit you to the respective degree for the award of which you have been examined, certified, approved by Christ University. I prevail on you that ever in your life and conversation you show yourselves worthy of the degree awarded.
Please remain standing. In your convocation ceremonial handbook, please turn to page 7 for the graduation pledge. I request Dr. Suniti Phadke, Dean of Institute of Management, to administer the pledge.
Please keep your right palm close to your heart and repeat as I read out the pledge. As a graduate of Christ University, I promise to uphold the dignity, honor, and prestige of this university. I will conduct myself with honesty and integrity, taking responsibility for my actions and respecting the rights, opinions, and dignity of all. I will cherish the core values inculcated in me in this temple of learning and will uphold it in the journey of my life. I will use my knowledge, experience, and skills to the best of my ability for the advancement of learning, for the well-being of the community and for public good. I will strive to create a better society with a sense of fairness, social justice, and an environmental responsibility. I will follow the path of righteousness with respect to all ethical considerations to prove myself a worthy citizen of my country. As I leave the portals of my alma mater, I promise to carry on the good tradition that I belong to in whatever I do, strengthened by the mission and guided by the vision of excellence and service. I take this pledge by reaffirming my faith in God Almighty, who will always be my guiding spirit.
You may please be seated. Congratulations, dear graduates. This is a momentous occasion for all of you. You have made your parents, teachers, our institution very proud with your achievement today. We are privileged to have with us Ambassador Ashok Sajana, Secretary, National Foundation for Communal Harmony, as the chief guest. Sir, may I request you to please deliver the convocation address.
Your Excellency, Father Dr. Thomas Saikara, Father Colonel Dr. Thomas C. Matthew, Dr. U.A. Sponholz, distinguished faculty members on the dais, proud parents of degree awardees, distinguished guests, and dear students. I'd like to convey my deep gratitude and appreciation to the Christ University for this gracious invitation to deliver the convocation address. I'm delighted to be here. I would like to compliment and commend Father Dr. Thomas Aikara and the leadership of Christ University for the remarkable work they are doing, not only in maintaining and enhancing the levels of academic excellence and scholarship, but even more so in building and promoting an inclusive, peaceful, safe, and secure society imbued with the sentiments and philosophy of pluralism, harmonious coexistence, love, compassion, generosity, and service to all human beings and the nature. Friends, it's always a special pleasure and privilege to be with young people, particularly students. It is many years, indeed decades, since I left the portals of my august alma mater, although in my long stint in the diplomatic service and several years as ambassador of India to different countries, I have had the opportunity to visit and speak at many universities all over the world. The ironic thing about life is that you start realizing the importance and significance of something only when it begins to leave you. So, as years have gone by, I have begun to increasingly appreciate and admire the young, their commitment to justice, the fight against oppression and bigotry, their openness and transparency, and relentless struggle and determination to work for the well-being of society, of the nation, and the world. I'm delighted to see the energy, enthusiasm, and zest for life among all of you. I find it most invigorating and inspiring. I'm particularly gratified to note the significant number of young women amongst the awardees. My travels around the world have convinced me that no country, no society can achieve its full potential unless its women play their due role in the affairs of the nation in political, academic, social, economic, cultural spheres. We have a long way to go in achieving this in India. I'm happy to see that South India, and especially Christ University, is leading the way in this regard. Dear students, this is the first step you are taking to chart your independent course in life. I am certain that amongst all of you, there is hope as there is anxiety. There is confidence as there is uncertainty. There is determination as there is confusion. The world out there is an unknown commodity. You are not sure what awaits you as you step out of these impressive and formidable yet comforting corridors, halls, and classrooms. Friends, the world has undergone dramatic changes in recent years, changes that you will need to contend with and confront in the near future will be even more tectonic. We have experienced the advent of globalization about 25 years ago. We have seen the emergence of terrorism and non-state terrorist actors as powerful and destabilizing forces in society. We have witnessed the decline of the West after the international economic and financial crisis. We've seen the rise of Asia, including that of China, India, South Korea, Vietnam, Indonesia, and others. Closer at home, we have, after 30 years, the people of this country have elected a government with a complete majority at the center. Over the last 1 year, this government, led by Prime Minister Modi, has taken several significant and far-reaching policy decisions in the fields of foreign policy as well as domestic and economic policy. Friends, it is important to recognize and internalize the fact that the only thing permanent and constant in this world and life is change. This change has become that much more rapid and unpredictable with the scorching pace and progress of technology over recent decades. In early 20th century, information available to us doubled every 30 years. By 1970s, it doubled every 7 years. Today, it doubles every few hours. So this is the fast-paced, transforming world that you will accost and encounter in the coming years. There are several challenges and possibly even greater opportunities that beckon you. I can do no better than share a few lessons that I have learned in my own life and I have found to be extremely useful. I keep going back to them even now to obtain sustenance, encouragement, and nourishment. You might find some of these to be useful as you chart and navigate the course of your lives in the ensuing years. The first of these lessons that I would like to mention is, don't be afraid of making mistakes. Don't be afraid to take risks. Don't be afraid to fail. As someone has defined success as the ability to go from failure to failure without losing your enthusiasm. Of course, you need to do due diligence. Prepare yourself well before embarking on any project or initiative. Many a time, the fear of committing a mistake or failing keeps us from embarking on a new path. My advice is, don't hold back. Even more importantly, don't make the same mistake twice. Learn from the mistake. Don't have a feeling of regret or guilt, but make a resolve not to commit it again. This implies that the more mistakes you commit, the better person you will be, the wiser you will be, because you will not be making the same error again. The second lesson, always put your best foot forward. Very worried. They took him out of the school and gave him special coaching and training lessons in swimming. Of course, he could not learn to swim, even after long and strenuous sessions of practice. And in the meantime, he had also forgotten to run and hop and chase squirrels, something that he was originally very good at. The third, never diminish or devalue the significance of hard work, dedication, application, and commitment. Today, people want quick, immediate results. Hard work is hence somewhat going out of fashion. Let me reaffirm that for long-term sustained results, shortcuts don't work. I recall that when I was studying, like you, at Delhi University, 3 years in residence at St. Stephen's College for my undergraduation, and 2 years in residence at Guire Hall, I had a brief inscription written on a sheet of paper and stuck on a wall where it was always visible to me. It read, "You might not be a genius, but hard work is a good substitute for it." I would also add that even if you are a genius, as several of you in this congregation I'm sure are, hard work will help you to flower and blossom to your fullest potential, which otherwise you might not be able to. The next is a teaching in a sermon that I heard when I was posted at our embassy in Washington many years ago. It has stayed with me and has guided me. It reads, "Bloom where you are planted." Many of us have a tendency to complain about our circumstances, our surroundings, our environment, our jobs, our colleagues, our working conditions. My message to you is to make the most of what you have, excel in what you are doing, find more opportunities to grow and do better. This will bring you greater fulfillment, greater satisfaction, greater joy and happiness. This brings me to two other aspects which I consider to be absolutely critical in living a joyous and contented life. One is the necessity to always maintain a positive attitude in life. Ironically, it is human tendency to magnify our smallest of problems and difficulties so that all our achievements, successes, and blessings recede to the periphery. Secondly, we need to develop an attitude of gratitude for all that we are bestowed with, and cultivate a passion for compassion towards our underprivileged and dispossessed sisters and brothers. Only then will you be able to fulfill the holy and noble duty for which you have been sent to this world, and will be able to realize and achieve your destiny. Before I finish, friends, let me state with all the force at my command that I consider all of you, all dear students who have been awarded the degrees today, to be extremely lucky, fortunate, and blessed. Blessed to have been born to such warm, loving, caring, and affectionate parents. Fortunate to have got the opportunity to study in such a premier and prestigious institution like the Christ University. And lucky to have been born in India, which I'm convinced will play a significant and stellar role in determining the future course of events in the world and defining the destiny of mankind in the years to come. Notwithstanding the difficulties and problems we encounter in different parts of the country today, a bright and glorious future beckons us. I'm happy to see that all of you will be an important part of this gratifying and memorable journey. I wish you all the best in your life and careers. I fervently hope you achieve success in whichever way you define it and which gives you the greatest happiness. I would like to end by reading out a few lines by Father of the Nation, Mahatma Gandhi. Keep your thoughts positive, because your thoughts become your words. Keep your words positive, because your words become your actions. Keep your actions positive, because your actions become your habits. Keep your habits positive, because your habits become your values. Keep your values positive, because your values become your destiny. In the same spirit, friends, I encourage and exhort you to keep positive thoughts, positive words, positive actions, positive habits, positive values, and let that be your destiny. Jai Hind.
I'm sure the convocational address has been inspirational to all the new graduates. May I now invite Honorable Chancellor, Dr. Father Thomas Aikara, to address the graduates.
Distinguished Chief Guest, Ambassador Ashok, Sergeant Har, dear Dr. Thomas D. Matthew, our Vice Chancellor, dear Dr. Uwe Sponholz, dear respected dignitaries on the dais, dear Mr. Yugno Broy, the President of Christ Alumni Association, proud parents, invitees and guests, especially my dear graduating students. Remember, our chief guest has said just two things. Cultivate always positive attitude. Number two, passion for compassion. I always repeat something from the chief guest here. So I'm immensely happy and really proud to join you all in this solemn annual function of the Convocation. It is my pleasant privilege to congratulate all the graduates of the day for the great success and achievements. You all have all the reasons to be happy and proud today, as you have realized one of your fond dreams to be a graduate at Christ University. Please do bear in mind that a man of dreams can make the impossible a possible. There is an inner power in your dreams that can empower you incessantly, motivate you very positively, and keep you moving creatively. Do keep on having creative dreams. Sustain, strengthen, and cherish the self-confidence that you have attained during your studies at this university. Whenever I had the opportunity to come to this university, I always felt very happy and proud to observe the wonderful self-confidence of our students of Christ University. While you are joyful and proud today, you are bound to be grateful to God Almighty. Supporting God, to my mind, is the supporting, the sustaining, and the accompanying presence in our day-to-day life. Grateful to your parents who keep you always very close to their hearts. Your parents who work for you and for your bright future. Again, you have to be grateful to your teachers who helped you to open your inner eyes, who helped you to think systematically, to study comprehensively, to evaluate correctly different data and daily events. Your teachers who helped you to set the right priority of values in your life. Again, grateful to the entire alma mater that stood by you all, always in its co-curricular activities, trying to nurture a mature Christite culture. Please do remember, thousands of students like you fervently wanted to study at this university, but they could not. You are one of the select few. Hence, while you are proud, you have to be really grateful to your alma mater. Coming to Christite culture, it is indeed ever vibrant with its commendable core values, with its basic vision of inclusiveness and integration, a Christite culture with a strong social commitment and nation building, a Christite culture with its global networking and world-class ambience. Above all, a Christite culture that instills in you a strong self-confidence, developing a clear awareness of the power of your identity, enabling you all to face life positively and creatively. This is indeed the core and goal of education for which we all spend our time and energy to continue to live this valuable Christite culture, to always try to be in future an eloquent ambassador of Christ University and its values. Not only eloquent in verse, but eloquent in your life. To get graduated in a particular discipline is certainly praiseworthy. But to my mind, to attain clear self-awareness and self-confidence, to my mind, is more praiseworthy. Self-awareness is the real door to realization and success in life. Holistic self-awakening is the real goal of education as I try to understand it. To find meaning in our life, we must have a clear awareness of our own identity, who we are, what we strive after, what are our strengths that we possess, what are our weaknesses that we suffer from, why do we do what I do? Such questions here. Success in life and in all our management fields starts from this real and clear self-awareness of our own personality, of our self-identity. On this happy occasion of your graduation, it is befitting and beneficial to pay more attention to your self-awareness. 2015 is declared to be the year of light and light-related technologies. Let our education, with its core values, leading to an enlightening self-awareness, enkindle the light within us, helping us to tap the light-related technologies is my sincere wish for you. On this happy occasion, let us not forget that India lives in her young generation. India has the largest youth population in the whole world, namely age group between 15 and 34, makes about 35% of the entire population. My dear graduates, this is your era. Please do note that there are many who are extremely successful at a very young age. In some sense, what one should have attained at 50s and 60s is attained by teenagers and youngsters in their 20s today. Hence, you too can achieve a lot, provided you know how to manage yourself. From my limited experience in administration, let me just share with you summarily 5 golden rules. Namely, number 1, accept yourself as you are. It's difficult, eh? Accept yourself as you are and accept others as they are. Number 2, appreciate yourself and appreciate others. The same positive approach. 3, respect yourself and respect others. Self-respect is very important here. So I said respect yourself and respect others. 4, consult your own conscience and consult others. Finally, celebrate your togetherness and teamwork. These 5 golden rules will hopefully help you in any type of management roles. Please be positive, be proactive, be inspiring and innovative. Let me conclude my short message by quoting Mark Twain. Many of us in our teens thought that we were really knowledgeable. When we are in our early 20s, we start feeling that there are others who are better knowledgeable. This graduation should help us to be more humble and open. I would say great people are open. Great persons are grateful. Let today's graduation make you all really joyful, profoundly grateful, and strongly motivate you all to march on. Please do march on, keeping close to your hearts the cherished values of Christ-like culture. Once again, my hearty congratulations to all the graduates, to the parents and teachers. Wish you all God's abundant blessings. Thank you.
After those words of wisdom and blessings from the Honorable Chancellor, let us now listen to the President of Christ University Alumni Association, Mr. Jugnu Oberoi.
By God, too many speakers for my graduation. When will this fat guy be over so I can take pictures with my batchmates and my parents? Yes, this is exactly what I was thinking way back in this campus during my graduation too. Only that time we took black and white pictures. That too, a batchmate were all guys. Yes. Sadly, it was not a co-ed college in my years, while today you have these charming ladies dressed in their best, plus you are added to it, you take colored pictures. Jealous? Surely I am. That's why when I met Father Karial, the principal who introduced co-ed in this campus way back in 1980s, I asked him, Father, why were you so harsh with us that we had an all-boys college? Plus, that's why I had to go across the seas to Singapore to find my own wife. Father smiled and replied, Jugnu, during your time and the batches which followed you, we found that the students' attendance was going down, while the attendance outside the gates of Mounts and Jyoti Niwas was going up. Hence, we thought it best to bring both Mounts and Jyotinimas into our campus. Added to my troubles while I was seated below, Father VC sent me a note. Jugnu, we have a huge traffic blockade outside our gates due to a breakdown, so keep talking till the traffic clears. Sent him back a reply. On what, Father? He said, as far as I care, you can run an algebra class if you want. So my Christites, lend me your ears. I stand before you as a terrified teacher, but a very proud Christite. I think I better rush back to my few hours of speech before Father Varghese finds me for spoiling the decorum of this fine August function. Oh, sorry. I do have another very important duty before my address. I request all fellow Christites, faculties, and all fathers to join me in applauding, in giving the loudest clap we can to our honorary Chancellor, Father Thomas Ikra. The reason I will give you and I'll share with you after the applause. Please, let's join. Thank you. That was really good. I'm sure you must be now waiting to find my reason. No, I'm not going to speak about his double degree and the fantastic facilities and etc. he has given all of us. But friends, here is a very young, 80 years old gentleman. Yes, he is an 80 years man, a 80 years chancellor we have got. At that age, many of us may not even, many of us sitting here, including myself, I do not know whether I'll reach that age because of the type of life we live. As an 80-year-old, he has a number of regular illnesses, what are ailments. Besides, he's had a bypass. This is our 5th convocation. Have you seen him? 2 hours non-stop, he stands smiling, giving each of you your folders without moving. Just to add to that, a few days back, we were having lunch together and we were discussing in general this convocation. So I told him, Father, I know you do get tired. Yes, he says, I've got to go back, the regular thing in the evening, put my feet in warm waters and etc. I said, then why don't you, Father, take a chair and sit down? I mean, we, Christites, will understand, after all, you're a senior gentleman, and we will accept you present the certificates to the graduate. He said, Jugnu, I'm sorry. These are my children. They worked very hard. I need to stand up and recognize them. That was his answer he gave me. Father Chancellor, my good friend, God bless you. Our ever youthful and humble Chancellor, Dr. Reverend Father Thomas Ikra, guest of honor, Ambassador Ashok Sahib, the commanding officer of today's passing out regiment, Honorary Colonel of the Indian Armed Forces, Reverend Father Dr. Seth Thomas, every Christite's bodyguard and friend in Pro Vice Chancellor, Dr. Father Abraham, the Principal of Christ Junior College, Father Sebastian, respected fathers, Dr. Anil, the gentleman registrar, every student's enemy as he refused to give us any grace marks, control of examination, Professor Johnny Joseph, my Make in India friend, Dr. Uwe, our strength in this university, deans, HODs, faculties, non-teaching staff, happy parents, invitees, ladies and gentlemen, and above all, today's proud graduating battalions of Christites, my namaskarams, walaikum salam, sat sri akal, and a very good evening to one and all. Graduation Day is an event which every student looks forward for. Today, one changes from a youth to a man, from a girl to a woman, ready to face the challenging world on its own feet. I recall my own graduation over 40 years back, and remember we too had some fine speakers giving us sound advice, and advice which many of us took into our pathway of life, which helped us build our future. This day, you have also received some great advice from speakers before me, and I urge you all to keep it in mind. Let me, as your senior, add a small bit to their thoughts. I'm not going to remind you that your tomorrow needs hard work, etc., as I'm sure that your years in this college, this has been drilled into every Christite. At the outset, I carry the greetings of thousands of fellow Christites who walked out of this institution with their heads held high. Today, I just wish to remind you of two very important aspects in our life which we tend to forget, that we are Indians first, and our culture is still appreciated by the West. While we keep trying to ape them, as we grow, we do not only tend to forget, but also do not give them the due respect which society and us needs to give. The first is a fraternity which is treated like the oldest profession in the world. I'm pained to hear students tell me, "But sir, I paid my fees, so why care or remember them?" Let's not forget, they have given us all their wealth, the wealth of knowledge. And no money ever in the world can buy this wealth. For if it was so, each one of us would have been a Bill Gates or a Narayan Murthy. Yes, friends, I'm thinking about our teachers. Today, I will share with you a true story of a teacher and a student. The student is yours truly, Jugnu. The teacher is my third standard teacher called Mrs. David. I did my schooling at the Baldwin Boys, Bangalore. Mrs. David was my class teacher in third standard when I should have been 10 years of age or so, and around 15 kgs in weight. I had not seen her since leaving school more than 45 years back, though remembered she was a pretty lady whom we all adored. A few years back, the principal of Baldwin's invited some senior alumni to request us to plan an event at the school was celebrating 125 years. So we seniors, around 10 heads, formed a core group and planned to hold a ball at the Leela Hotel called Down Memory Lane. In this group was Akash Rayal, the director of Bethany High School, also a fellow Christite. We became good friends, and I came to know that Mrs. David was his mother. As we had to meet regularly, we 10 suggested each one of us host a dinner meet. So when Akash's turn came, he offered to host it at his school. It gave us an opportunity to see his school, but told them I would love to meet my teacher, his mother too. The day dawned. We met at his office, and after the meeting proceeded to the boys' dining room for dinner, where his mother, Mrs. David, was welcoming each one of us. Please, my friends, hear this part. When my turn came, Akash told his mother, "Ma, this is one of your students. Do you recognize him?" For 5 seconds, she looked into my face and addressed me with a name. Immediately, Akash said, "No, Ma, this is Jugnu. You are wrong. You're wrong. You may have forgotten. It's such a long time back you have taught him." I stopped Akash and told him, "My friend, you're wrong. My teacher has addressed me by my very correct legal name, a name which today only my bankers or my auditors know, a name with which I sign my checks. Jugnu is my pet name. After my education, somewhere down the line, both in my private and official circle, it got stuck. Christites, the same was repeated to me 15 years back when I honored my teacher, Benny Sir, who taught me economics in the year 1969 at this college. He too addressed me by that name. What I'm trying to stress is here is a fraternity who, like our parents, never ever forget each one of our students. Then why do we not give them the due respect, or of at least dropping by, informing them that the plant they have watered has given fruit? You will see a joy of happiness in their eyes. As you are aware, the Alumni Association holds a full day of fun and frolic for the teaching and non-teaching staff called Fun Fiesta every year, where we distribute gifts and run games for them. This year's edition, the 8th edition, is being held on 4th of July. I'm giving you passing out graduates an opportunity to present a personal gift to any of your favorite faculty. If so, leave it at the central block reception along with the teacher's name and your name and mobile number. On 4th, we will invite you personally to present it to them and take a selfie for remembrance. Or better still, leave a gift for the backup staff, like the security who made your stay safe on this campus, the maid who kept our college look like Singapore, or the ones who kept your toilets spick and span. Come, join me in thanking this fraternity, for even our scriptures tell us we bow to our gurus first, then the Lord above. My Christites, later part of this evening, I urge you to spend by parting with your friends, a glass of beer or wine, is also fine. As you will shortly bid farewell to your benchmate of the last few years, for you do need to celebrate the last 15 to 20 years of your hard work which you have put in to reach today's function. But please, before that, go home. Thank the old couple as you youngsters address your dear parents. Carry a card, a rose, or a chocolate, or give them a jadoo ki jappi, or just tell them 2 words, thank you, and take their blessing for walking the distance with you in the last 20 years of your growth. Do recall, just at a drop of hat, you have asked your dear mother to wake you up at 4 a.m. to study for an exam. The poor lady tosses, turns the whole night in fear that she might miss the alarm, wakes up much earlier, makes you that hot cup of coffee, and repeatedly tries to wake you up. Remember the number of times your dear father quietly kept his necessities so that you could buy and enjoy some luxury during your time in college. If possible, do tell them you will guide them in the twilight years. My fellow Christites, I do not recall if I have said these words to my parents. Even today, I long to say so, but unfortunately, fate has separated us. Let history not be repeated with you. Here, my friends, I will leave you a thought which is a very touching story. After his father's death, the son decided to leave his mother at an old age home where he visited her off and on. One day, he received a call from the home saying, "Your mother is very serious, please come and visit her." So the son went and saw that his mother was very, very critical and on her dying bed. He asked her, "Mother, what can I do for you?" Ma replied, "Please, can you install fans in this home as there are none? Also, can you put a fridge for the betterment of food? Because many a times I have slept hungry without food." The son was surprised and asked, "Mother, while you were here, you never complained. But now you have a few hours left. Why are you telling me this? Why?" She replied, "It's okay, dear. I have managed with the heat and hunger and pain. But when your children will send you here, I am afraid you will not be able to bear it." My Christite, this is every parent who even in the last breath will always remember you. Then why do not we give them the due respect they deserve? I can go on and on giving you many stories of misdeed, but time is not with me today. Our Prime Minister has called upon us for a change. I, as your President, appeal to you to lead the change in ourselves. Let's give both these fraternities their true love and respect they deserve. In a lighter tone, coming back to your Alumni Association, I do hope each one of you have registered in our webpage. It's free of cost. And through it, you will be able to keep in touch with the activities of your association as well as the updates happening on the university campus. I also invite any of you youngsters to join my core team and help us bring the association to a greater, higher level. Do mail me if you're keen to be a part of my team. Some of our activities, like the just concluded free scholarship to needy Christites, is very close to my heart. The Fun Fiesta, a day for our faculty and staff, is on the 4th July, which will be followed by the health camp for everyone on the campus. Our AGM is in October, followed by the very popular Family Day on 26th January, where over a few thousand gathered in the same auditorium, followed by dinner. I seem to have crossed my time, but before I bid you best, would like to share a poem with each of you, which my late father gave me the day I graduated. For even today, when I am in difficulty, I read it in a corner. It reminds me that I and I alone have to face my problem. He called it an odd philosophy. Man comes into this world without his consent, leaves it against his will. And while on earth, he is misguided and misunderstood. In infancy, he is an angel. In boyhood, he is a devil. And in manhood, he is a fool. If he has a wife and children, he is a chum. If he is a bachelor, he is inhuman and mean. If he enters a public house, he is a drunkard. And if he stays out of it, he is a miser. If he is poor, he has no brains. If he is rich, he has all the luck in the world and is a crook. If he has an IQ, he is too smart. If he goes to the temple, he is an hypocrite, and if he stays away, he is a sinner. If he gives charity, it is for advertisement. If he does not, he is stingy. When he comes into this world, everybody wants to kiss him. Before he leaves this world, everybody wants to kick him. If he dies young, he had a great future, and if he lives to a ripe old age, everybody hopes he has made a will. It is therefore impossible to please everybody, so do your duty and be fearless. Use your common sense, which is so uncommon. And if you make mistakes, it's better than doing nothing. Hence, keep smiling. Nobody wants to hear about troubles of others as they have wagon loads of their own. Signing off, my friends, I just like to say, Kabhi, alvida mat kehna. The gates of Christ University are always open for its alumni. God bless, Godspeed, Jai Hind.
Representing the graduating students, Ms. Amy Benz, MBA Finance from the Institute of Management, will now share the experiences of today's graduates of their academic journey in this university.
Good evening, dignitaries, respected fathers, faculty, and staff members of Christ University, dear parents, and my dear Christites. It's my pleasure to have been asked to represent the graduating batch of 2013-15 of the Institute of Management and voice out the experiences. At this point, I would like to congratulate the graduating fraternity of scholars from the School of Education. May the power of knowledge you hold enlighten the coming generation of scholars and build in a more secure society. Well, we would all remember the first time we walked into this very auditorium. For our interviews, I personally was baffled by this place with 1,000 aspirants waiting to fight it out for a seat in the Institute of Management. It was then I felt I should have it. And here we are after 2 years in the same place where we all started, completing a whole cycle. The striking aspect about Christ University has been the diversity of students who come in from across the nation, which has enabled us to understand different cultures, learn languages, and appreciate perspectives. We have been provided with world-class infrastructure facilities, next-to-home hostels, state-of-art library, knowledge repository, just to mention a few. These 2 years at the Institute of Management was nothing short of a roller coaster ride for each of us, be it the appreciation from all the teachers or being on the other side. Don't you all remember the long, endless hours we put in to complete our never-ending stream of assignments, case studies, internal tests, master thesis? Can't really believe we managed to finish it all. Mentoring session, how can we forget? A time of the day we all waited. They were our guides, motivators, friends, without whom this journey would have not been possible. At this juncture, I would like to pay our deepest gratitude to all our faculty members for believing in us and for being with us day in and day out and challenging our thoughts and pushing our standards. Thank you for believing that each of us are extraordinary in our own way and have a greater purpose to achieve. These 2 years, we went through a whole lot of events: outbound training, cultural fest, Kentata, the sports fest that brought together the students and faculties of the Kengeri and City campus together as a family. Corporate interface, management fest, CSR initiative, Bandhan, the village trip, all of this provided us a greater insight into the real world. These plethora of activities, along with well-structured, rigorous curriculum of the university, helped us to acquire analytical skills, critically evaluate scenarios, take calculated risk, teamwork, which would help us to make a mark in this world. Special thanks to our placement cell of the university for painstaking effort in facilitating us students with opportunities from more than 120 reputed companies. At this occasion, we would like to place on record a heartfelt gratitude to all the security guards, technicians, administration staff, hostel wardens, housekeeping staff, and each and everyone associated with this university for making us this 2 years journey with us with so much ease and memories to cherish. All of you at the university has instilled in us a spirit to excel in this field which we pursue. To quote Robert Frost, the woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep, and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep. Congratulations to the graduating batch of 2013-15. Let's march on Christ's tides to the world with our heads held high and hearts strong. Thank you very much for this opportunity.
Music captures more than what the words can. The university choir will now present the farewell song. With that rendering of the farewell song, with the permission of the Honorable Chancellor, I have the pleasure of declaring the convocation ceremony closed. I now invite Dr. Jose Cherian, Head of the Department, School of Education, to propose the vote of thanks.
As we come to the end of this convocation ceremony, it is my pleasure to extend a formal vote of thanks to all who have made the event possible and meaningful. Let me begin by thanking God Almighty for showering His blessings on Christ University and the graduating students in particular. We are grateful to Honorable Chancellor Dr. Father Thomas Aikera CMI for presiding over the Convocation 2015 and awarding the degrees to today's graduates. Father, on behalf of all present here, let me express our sincere gratitude to you. We are grateful to our chief guest. I express our deep and heartfelt gratitude to Ambassador Ashok Sachanha, Secretary, National Foundation for Communal Harmony, for gracing the occasion as the chief guest and for delivering the convocation address. Sir, your illuminating words of wisdom have inspired the audience and the new graduates. I am sure that the students have immensely benefited by your kind guidance, which will go a long way in transforming their character and professional career. As a token of our appreciation and gratitude, I request Honorable Vice Chancellor Dr. Father Thomas C. Matthew to present a memento to Ambassador Ashok Sachinha. Our special thanks to our guiding light, Honorable Vice Chancellor of Christ University, Dr. Father Thomas C. Matthew. Father, on behalf of all present here, I express our sincere thanks for leading and motivating us to achieve higher standards. We are all grateful to Dr. Uwe Spoonholz, Dean of Faculty of Business and Engineering, FHWS, University of Applied Sciences, Würzburg, Germany, for his valued presence. I also extend our sincere gratitude to the Pro Vice Chancellor, Dr. Father Abraham VM, Dr. Father Verghese KJ, the Chief Finance Officer, Father Thomas TV, Director of Institute of Management and School of Education, Registrar Dr. Anil Joseph Pinto, Control of Examinations Professor Joni Joseph, Fathers, Deans, HODs, Mr. Jugnu Oberoi, the alumni President, and all my faculty colleagues. Our sincere thanks is due to the Christ University Choir, the NCC cadets, SW volunteers, and the support staff, especially Mr. Rajan and his team, without whose hard work this event would not have been what it is. I would also like to extend a special word of thanks to the proud parents, relatives, well-wishers, and friends for the support you gave to our today's graduates throughout their studies. Christ University is thus very pleased and proud to share and celebrate this day with you. In closing, let me congratulate all the graduating students. It is our hope that wherever you are and whatever you do, it will reflect positively on us all. I wish you all a bright future. Once again, thank you all and have a great evening.
Please rise for the national anthem. Please remain standing as the dignitaries leave the auditorium. Please be seated. Please be seated. So once again, congratulations to all of you. Okay. Now, you will have to return the ropes in the designated halls, and you will have to exit through the back entrance only, not to leave from the sides. Okay? Our volunteers will guide you on that. Please leave through the rear door. So have a memorable evening. Thank you all.